Got on to a little bit of a tangent about Guy Ben Nova.
Maybe
Maybe we'll do another one now. We'll see. We'll find out. But I want to do it tzadok this time. But or we can do it. I'm okay either way. But like you said, it has to an attitude.
Really hard off our tzadok. I gotta hear this.
Our tzadok is like, yeah, well, he's so special. So what was Balak's problem? What was Balak was so
I
bothered?
ask you a better question.
Yeah?
What wasn't Balak's problem?
Oh my gosh, I don't have time for that one. That's 70 years. It wasn't Balak's problem, 70 years. But and it took me 70 years to figure out. Yeah, Be'ez Hashem. So that was the question: is what was he thinking? Is to go after Jewish people to get us? Like what's the deal with it? So this is something very, very interesting. Rav Tzadok, as usual, turned everything on its head, and he explains in a very deep way. He said, "Listen, Sichon and Og said they were killed, right?" He said, in terms of Bnei Noach, they were on a level. They were, from his analysis, Chasidi Umas Olam. Like they were, they were keeping 7 mitzvahs at least. Don't call it Chasidi Umas Olam. They were keeping 7 mitzvahs Bnei Noach. Sichon and Og. That's what he wanted at the time. That's what he said.
But they were evil.
That's the thing. They weren't evil, but in terms of Klal Yisrael, because the land is intrinsically connected to us, either you get out of our way, go somewhere else, or you're in trouble. Because this land, Eretz Yisrael, it was time for the Kedusha, for Matan Torah. Sichon and Og were the kings, the giants that were killed in last week's parsha. So the thing is that he's like, what's going on? How come they're being destroyed? He's like, I want the world just like it was before Matan Torah. Like if you're a good guy, you just be a good guy, fine. If not. What's this extra level of Kedusha, the Jewish people? I'm not into it. He's like, they're going to lick the whole land up. This idea of taking over because the Kedusha, this is what's most important. He's like, I don't care what's most chashuv to Hashem now. He was okay before. Why should he change? That's what Tzadok explains the whole thing of what Balak was about. He said, Bilam wasn't on a high level per se. Bilam's mila was that he was like Moshe Rabbeinu in that every Navi adults his nevuah by putting something of himself in it. You see with your kelim, that's why every Navi had his own sprach, his own way of expressing what he saw, like the Ramchal explained it. But Bilam, just like Moshe, he just expressed exactly as it was given over to him without putting any of himself in it. That's a difference, he said. So now, he said, I need Bilam, and he's going to fight. He said, I don't want this Yisrael. What? He said, you have to do Geras now? If we want to stay on Yisrael, we have to do Geras? I want to do Geras. If you want to be a good guy, be a good guy. You don't want to, don't be a good guy. What's this Kedusha coming over? What is this? Ratzon Hashem. We're doing a tzadok on the parsha. All these things. What's it about? Yeah. So he said, parshas Balak in general is all about clarifying the neshamas of the Jewish people who are far from Torah. They're far from Torah. They're having a hard life. They don't understand. They don't feel anything, and they're completely, apparently, from our perspective, cut off from the Jewish source, from their connection to Hashem. They don't feel it. There's no expression of how they are. The Torah is the source of all Jewish neshamas. He said, Parshas Balak is the source of these neshamas. These Jewish neshamas, they're sourced in Parshas Balak. That's how he explains.
You're gonna say Balak.
He said that's why it's from Bilam. The whole parsha. These letters, every Jewish source is an os. So we already said one mahalach. Why Bilam? But here's a deeper mahalach. Why is Bilam giving this nevuah over? So he says very simple. Because this nevuah has to do with people who are distant from Moshe. They're as it were on the side of Bilam. But because they're Jewish, anything at their distance is only external. Internally, they're still completely connected. They have to find that connection. They have to wake it up. But it's still there. That's what Bilam gave over these nevuah. Yeah, even a Jewish person, seemingly in the klippas, where is he really? He's totally holies. He's not in the klippas. That's only an illusion. That's why Bilam gave over this whole nevuah, this whole parsha, because Bilam was the klippa. And any Jew, even by him, Kilu Chas v'Shalom, he said, you still have this or. Again, all the brachas have to do with the Jewish people in general. But the reason why Bilam was the conduit is because every person has an os in the Torah that shach to him, and that os, the os that shach to you, the os that shach to this one, the os that shach to that one, this letter for the person who's in Russia is going to be in Balak. That's why we say in Yiddish the words in balak are a little hard. When you want to say I'm going to teach this guy a lesson, you say ich etem lernen balak. I'm going to teach him parshas balak. Because balak's a hard parsha. That's the parshas. But the truth of tzadok says it comes out from the tzadok. The truth is balak is the parsha. People have hard neshamas. They're having a hard time now. They're a little messed up. They're on a bilam. That's how he explains. So we're all from Moshe Torah. The Kofrim and the people who are far, they are from this parsha. He said that they're going to be clarified. He said even people who are far, like the sins that are talked about in this parsha, very serious sins, and the children don't come out to be Jewish, terrible things. He said these people also, it's only external. The Jewish people are all really internal. The main thing is to wake that up, never give up. Not when the person gives up. He's like, oh, I can never really do tshuva. I can never really connect. I can never really find myself. It's all lies, total lies. No such things. All that lies. Nothing real about it. You could do everything. You'd like a girl. You do anything you need to do. Just start again. Do what you can, and Hashem will help you. That's the real truth. And we have to be very chazak. That is the lesson of bilam and balak. That's the lesson. That he tries, and again, the soul. He's like, no, I'm going to curse. I'm going to this. I'm going to that. I'm going to be gashmi. Here's what he thinks. That's what Rabbi Nachman says in the Quran. When he's just about to extinguish his pintliyid, he dies. No such thing. Your pintliyid is going to be there no matter what, no matter how. Just wake up. Don't be a fool who's going to be misled. Like the Mishnah Berurah says in Yonah. He says we read Yonah Yom Kippur because everything is going to happen exactly like Hashem wants. He wants the neshama doing certain things. Then Hashem's going to do it, and Hashem's going to choose to do it also in its own way. It's just you'll keep coming back. Yonah fell in the sea. The Zohar says that's the aspect of the ship, the body. Out of the ship, they throw him out. He died. He came back, and he came back until it's all done. That's what represents the book of Yonah. So you have to just keep. Yeah, may as well do it now. And you get schar as much as you cooperate. That's what Leshem said. If you don't cooperate, you don't cooperate. You have to learn. We have to learn how to connect to Hashem and how to be who we're supposed to be, and to understand that no matter what, you are Kodesh Kodashim. You are the Holy of Holies. You have every potential. Anything can happen. Everything can be fixed. We just have to be Mischazik. That's